Hi, I've been hearing a lot of complaints about the media lately, mostly from conservatives saying that they're politically motivated. The media is so biased or liberal that they attack Christians, the attack on Christianity. The poor majority are being attacked. Why would they want to do that when they're the majority of their viewers? The media is so biased or liberal, they cover the Pope daily, but then when he makes a liberal comment, conservatives attack him, especially the politicians that said keep out of politics. So the media is so liberal that they cover Planned Parenthood and try to distort them daily over one employee's taped conversation. The media is so liberal that they don't cover all the children in foster care that are waiting to be adopted, all the welfare costs, and they don't ask how they actually are going to help them versus just telling other people what to do. How do you actually help? They don't ask that question. And they rarely asked about rape and incest. Mark Rubio, Carson, Cruz, the hunter, Palin, the hunter, trophy hunter, sport hunter, all are against rape and incest as well as Farina, which they barely attacked her on her straight up propaganda and lies. The media is so liberal that they cover the Republican political debates nonstop for weeks, giving them all this airtime and attention, but then they cry about the length of time, the questions, the room temperature, and everything. The media is so liberal that they cover Hillary Clinton's emails for months nonstop, but no mention, or very little mention, of Dick Cheney's and Bush's thousands and thousands of missing emails. They also whined about Benghazi for months and made a huge fuss about that, trying to place blame for political purposes. They whined and they got the media's attention to cover that nonstop. The media is so liberal that conservatives think that any discussion about gay marriage or guns is against them, rather than an open debate and discussion. So covering popular issues makes the media liberal. They are so paranoid, superstitious with their religion that they think they're all out to get every religious person. They are so into the conspiracy theories that they think that the media is rigged against them, when the media is based off of commercial and TV ads, thus ratings, so they want the majority. They don't get upset about the biases of Fox News, Rush Limbaugh, Beck, and the thousands of other outlets. They just attack others. But they think that when they're slanted towards them, it's okay. I'm not going to say that all media is consistent or doesn't have some biases. People are biased in general. But I will say that to think that the majority is out to get you is a paranoid, schizophrenic type of view. You think that there's some conspiracy out to get you. The media is made up of regular people. If you don't like it, try to get a job and change it. The national media is made up of local stations that feed them the news. Local media feeds national news. Local media is made up of across the country, from the country to the suburbs to the cities. So stop crying about it and stop playing victim. You're not victims. The majority of Christians are not victims. You're the majority. If anything, you're victimizing others, such as gays who often adopt children, which helps your Planned Parenthood issues. The media is so liberal that they never talk about factory farms, animal cruelty of billions of animals, billions a year, that are drugged, castrated, tail, ear docked, horned, debeaked. They don't talk about factory farming, that it's the #1 cause of climate change and horrible. I'm not that big on climate change or sold on it myself, but it's debatable. But it is horrible for our environment, factory farming. They don't talk about all the animal ag welfare subsidies. How about defunding animal ag? Billions of dollars are spent on that, which then kills our healthcare system, because we are unhealthy, because fast food and animal products are cheaper than basic healthy whole foods. How is a bag of spinach more than a pound of meat. It makes no sense. Meat is labor and resource intensive, and meat actually increases world hunger. Most of our crops feed birds and pigs at only 1 pound of cooked flesh for every 10 to 12 pounds of grain we feed them. So while people go hungry, forced bred animals are well fed. So the media is so liberal that they don't even bring that up. No, they're not liberal. That's the point. They're so conservative that they don't bring that up. The media is so liberal that they talk about healthcare and debate healthcare. Well, it was broken for many years. Clinton tried to do something about it. Bush tried to do nothing. They didn't address it. It's been a huge issue, and they did nothing about it. They didn't tweak anything. They just ignored the issue. I'm not that satisfied with Obamacare, but it's better to address it and then tweak it later than to just ignore it outright. They had 8 years, did nothing. They were just no, is their approach to things. If your answer is no, then you're probably against the FDR New Deal, which gave workers rights, women's rights, some equal pay, minimum wage, unemployment, the 40-hour work week, overtime. Hey, if you don't like if you don't like liberal policies to better our quality of life, then you should refuse unemployment. You should refuse minimum wage, work for anything. You should refuse a 40-hour work week. Refuse to get paid extra for overtime. Then you'll be a conservative. I don't know if they're just bored in the country, so complain the most online because they are so bored they have nothing to do, and people in cities and stuff have more things going on in their lives generally. But stop playing victim and crying like you're always the victim. I may have opinions on things and I speak out. I volunteer weekly for 10 years, served in the Peace Corps, volunteer for many charities, adopted a child, am vegan, against factory farming, volunteer for a lot of different causes, but I don't complain because the media doesn't cover them all the time. I'm not going to cry on unrelated blogs posting about vegan or whatever like the Planned Parenthood people do. I don't complain about human overpopulation and how the more kids you get more tax refunds and stuff, and I get to pay for their schools. I don't rant and rave about that. My point is the media is not out to get you. It's not a conspiracy. They're made up of normal people. If you don't like it, get a job in it, change it. So stop playing victim and crying all the time and whining. Speak your mind. Promote the truth, but stop playing the victim role.